Can you hear me all right, Kenny?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. All right.
Am I the only one in here so far?
No, we got you and Kenny.
Okay.
Oh, what was that?
Sorry, I had my phone sitting on my chest.
Oh, okay. Lower your camera a little bit.
Do I have to set up and everything?
There you go. All right, let's see. The only person we're still waiting on Bob and Kevin, so we'll go ahead and we'll start. They come in.
Well, we gotta wait till people get in here, right?
Yep, we got people coming in right now. All right, there is. Bob has joined, and all right, looks like we got. Well, here, I'm adding them both now. Kevin, you got a copy on us?
Yep, I do.
All right, Bob, you got a copy on us?
I hear you.
All right. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Peoria Speedway live show. I've got 4 of our 5 feature winners from Saturday night. I've got the winner of the late model feature, Bob Gardner. There's Bob right there.
Hey, guys.
Then we've got our UMP modified feature winner, Deegan Dozard.
What's up?
Our B-Mod feature winner, Kevin Anderson.
Guys.
And our UMP Hornet feature winner, Kenny Butterfield.
Hi.
We'll go ahead and we'll start with Bob. Bob's had a busy year already. He went and he did some Mars racing off in Iowa, and last week for the Mars race at Peoria, that was the first one back in the state of Illinois and close to home. And this week Mars was off, so Bob decided to stay close to home. And first thing out of his mouth when he climbed out of that race car was, "It's good to be home." So Bob, go ahead and tell us a little bit about Saturday night and how your season's been going so far.
Yeah, it was good to be home. We've already got some miles on a few trips to Iowa and racing with some really tough competition. Shoot, it felt like we were racing, national World Outlaw Lucas races. So it was really good to be home at a place we're comfortable with and the dirt that we knew. And I just felt like that's what my program needed, to come home to a place that I'm comfortable with, just to kind of fine tune a few things that we needed to be better at. And the last 2 weekends we got to come to a place that I've got more laps than any place. So it felt good, and it's what we needed.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of went back to a couple of about halfway through last season. We changed to we just went to straight up for throughout the night instead of the redraws, and I don't think the racing has been bad from that. It's been decent, and I mean, 3 weeks in a row we've had excellent features at Peoria. I know you weren't there for the first week, but you were there last week for the Mars show, and the late models and modifieds and B mods had a good show, and then this past week, and I think every single feature was pretty good. So,
yeah, I'm sure you're aware of it. We've probably talked about it. I was never a big fan of the redraw there, because I always thought with the wide variety of competition that we have, at least in the late model division, we're going to get into lap traffic, and I felt like that's going to create the race anyway. So I'd rather you earn your starting spot and then just let the racing begin once we got into traffic. And I felt like that's kind of how it played, at least in our feature this past Saturday. You get to kind of zigging and zagging and in and out of traffic, which usually creates better racing.
Yeah. So you went off to Iowa. I don't think I don't know. I don't remember what you finished last week during the Mars race at Peoria, but typically during the Swybold, you usually have pretty good runs during that deal.
Yeah, I'm always excited. For one, Cole's a buddy of mine. You know, we like supporting the Swybold family, and yeah, we've typically been pretty good there. Little unlucky draw. I drew a 98 or 99. You know, and we know how Peoria kind of blows off a little quicker than some places. So that put me back a little bit, but we were still, you know, we picked off a couple in the heat race, and I think finished third in the heat and put us like starting 8th in the feature. So I was perfectly okay with that, and we picked off a couple during the feature. So I was hoping for a top 5, but we were one spot short, and I was still, you know, perfectly fine with that. That Mars series it's tough this year.
Yeah. I mean, your guys' first couple races, I mean, you might as well have called it a national event because you had the national guys there. Peoria came back down to the regional deal because all the national tours were on tours, so that took the Outlaws and the Lucas guys away that came to the Iowa races. So I think that was a better deal. But even for the regional deal, I mean, you had Moyer that ended up popping in, and you know, he's not the Moyer of old, but still he still can do it. And then Bab committed this year, and he's fast anywhere he goes. Then you got the Tony Jacksons and some of the Missouri guys that popped in. So I think that's going to be a fun series to watch.
Yeah, I think if you look at it with you know, we got maybe 2 full-timers from, you know, the old MLRA with Willard and Tony Jackson Jr. And then the Simpsons are going to throw themselves in the, you know, in the mix quite a bit this year. I think we're going to have 10 guys, you know, almost weekly that could win at any time.
Yeah.
It's tough. You know, it's anytime a series puts in a little bit more money, that's what we're up against, but it's only going to make us better. You know, I'm still, that was my plan from, you know, at the start, but just with my situation and lack of crew, and you know, we don't need to get into the funds part of it. And we all know what this racing thing is doing to everybody. It's all relative to teams, right? But I'll just put it at this. It's been really, really nice sticking, you know, 20, 30 minutes from home, racing places we're comfortable with and confident in. We'll just see what happens in the next couple of weeks, right? Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's really, really nice.
Talking about the coming week, we've got our annual mental health awareness night, 1,400 to win in every single class, and this is the 3rd year we've done that. You knew Glenn. We lost him 2 years ago, and he was a friend of mine, and he supported Peoria whenever he could. And I've said I would do this every single year as long as I had the support, and the support's there again. Are you going to hit the big shows this weekend? Or are you going to come home again and run the 1,400?
Nope. I've already committed. I think we already have it on our Facebook page that I'm coming back 3 weekends in a row to Peoria.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I actually met Glenn the year that he passed. My girlfriend and her family, Glenn was like a brother to them. So this will be the first time that I actually get to race Glenn's memorial race. So I'm happy about that. You know, again, there's some positives about being out on the road and traveling, and then there's some negatives, and the negatives would be, you know, get to race and support some of these things that are close to home. So this weekend be the first for me, and I'm super pumped about that.
Yeah, it's always a fun race to have. I mean, I don't know many tracks that will do 1,000 or more to win in every single class for one night. But like I said, this is the 3rd year in a row we've done it, and it usually is a good car count. The fan base usually comes and supports this because a lot of people are affected by mental health, and a lot of us have lost people due to it, and it's just a good awareness to have, and I'm glad to be able to do it. So,
yeah, it's a really good cause. You know, it stinks that sometimes we find out too late that somebody is struggling with that mental health, just like we did with Glenn. We didn't know, and that's the crappy part about this disease, that sometimes we don't know. So, this is what we can do for him now. Support his family and show that we're still thinking about him and that he did matter to us.
Yes, exactly. Before we go ahead and let you go, Bob, is there anybody you want to thank before this? And then after you're done, we'll move on to Deegan. And then, like I said, I was only going to keep you guys about 10 minutes apiece, 5-10 minutes. And you guys I appreciate everything you guys do coming on. And honestly, I know I kept saying this Saturday night, but I appreciated every single race car that helped me Saturday night with that racetrack. So, again, thank you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I want to thank you and all your staff. I know you guys have been busting your butt. I know you take a little grief on turn 1 and 2. Brush it off. I know you guys are working hard at it. I know you'll get it fixed. You got it fixed last year. We all got to keep in mind we're not racing on asphalt. We need a little character. So keep that in mind. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you guys do. I've noticed a difference in the last 2 or 3 years. So I want to say thank you to you and the Peoria Speedway staff. We don't need to lose any more local racetracks, and I damn sure don't want to lose Peoria Speedway. So please keep doing what you do for sure. Outside of that, I want to thank my crew. I know they've dwindled over the years, but I still got plenty of guys that they're all volunteer guys. They're actually out there. We got, a driveway full that are washing and maintaining and getting us ready for this Saturday. I want to thank each and every one of them. We got some new sponsors on board, CCG Transport that's really stepped up and helped me this year. Dependable Towing. Those are my 2 new guys that have stepped up this year. I want to say thanks to both of them. And then you got the long timers, Pro Power Racing. I'm back with Longhorn Chassis. They've really helped up. Allgaier Performance in Springfield. They took on the Longhorn Chassis brand. That's huge for me. Longhorn is in North Carolina, and that was kind of a pain in the butt. And here recently, Allgaier stepped up and is a dealer for them now. So thanks to Allgaier for helping me out every weekend. I feel like I'm making a trip or a phone call to them. So thanks to Zoo and Allgaier. Like I said, Pro Power Racing, ML Performance, Dynamic Drive Lines, Stealth Carburetors, Hooker Harnesses. I know I'm going to forget VP Fuels. I have a whole bunch. I've been doing this for 17 or 18 years now and have created a lot of really good relationships. I can't appreciate them enough. And I honestly, as all of us, we wouldn't be able to do it without, all of that support. So thanks to everybody, newcomers and long timers. Thanks to everybody that, supports my program. Can't thank them enough. So thanks to them.
No, thank you for coming on tonight, Bob. And we will see you Saturday, only about 20 minutes away from home. Hopefully we can have a quick program, be out there by 9:30, 10 o'clock again. So
that's right. Hopefully we're done at 9 or 10 and we can stick around for an hour or 2 and have a couple drinks with all the fans.
Yeah, because it was a little chilly this past weekend. So it was, but you got a drink of your Patron in Victory Lane. So that was a good one.
Yeah. I'll say it one more time. So good to be home and looking forward to being back again this Saturday. We'll see all you guys this Saturday, and congratulations to all the other winners that are on. Good job, guys.
All right. Thanks, Bob.
Appreciate you.
Yep. See you later. All right. Next, we'll go ahead and we'll bring on Deegan Dozard, our UMP modified feature winner. Deegan, did I hear right? That was the first one in 4 or 5 years? Is that?
Yeah, it was. It would have been 5 years in June, I think.
Yeah.
The 2020 when we didn't get to race at all, and the first night was like June 6th or something, like June 8th. I can't remember, but yeah, that race would have been 5 years.
Yeah, that you won the opening. Yeah, the opening night we came back from COVID. You won that one.
Yeah,
that place was packed that night.
it was.
So Saturday night you picked up the feature win. you were pretty much walking away from that. Lap traffic kind of slowed you up a little bit, and Austin Lynn was pounding the top all the way around that place, and he was starting to catch you towards the end there, and then he tagged the front stretch wall going into 1 on the last lap, and then he killed the turns 3 and 4 wall coming to the check. So, but go ahead, tell us about your night, because we may only had 9 cars, but it was still a decent race. I mean, and you ran your butt off to win that one. So, go ahead and talk about your Saturday night a little bit.
Yeah, it was good. I kind of walked in going, maybe there's not going to be a lot of cars here tonight, but you're going to have Charlie, Noah. They're extremely fast at Peoria. They've ran more nights there than I can count, and Austin Lynn too. He's really good, a racer too as well, and it just sucks, the lap traffic, but I'm not going to take anything from Riley. He's going to be good. He just needs some more time, and
he's only got 5 races under his belt probably, and I mean he's doing a hell of a job for a rookie.
Oh yeah, he's going to be good.
Yep.
He just needs more seat time. It's taken me years to finally get one, and I mean it was great. Someone told me to stop running second to Noah all night, so I made it work out.
Yeah,
it was, and Noah ran good too. I just wish he was right there with me, because me personally think me and him put the best show on whenever we're side by side racing in the mod class. So, and I do hate to see Charlie break. I wish I get to, throw some doors with him too, but it is what it is. It's racing, and I'll take it when I can get them, and we'll move on to next week, see what we can do.
Yeah, again, it's 1,400 to win in your class also, and I know Spoon's not racing, so we'll probably pick up a few mods from over there, and then I think I saw Brooksy's heading back down to Peoria for this one, so I think we'll have a good modified field on Saturday. So hopefully we can put on a show like we did for the Cook Jr. show on that one. So we'll see what happens there. But who would you like to thank for everything this year, Deegan?
I want to thank my dad and mom, most importantly, the trolley down Farmington Road, CNC Fireworks. There's so much that I can't even think off the top of my head. The AutoLink, River City Roofing, Pure Fitness, Billy and Ryan for all the help they've been giving me, and Dawson Fabricating. He gets us all of our steel for bumpers when I tear them off the car, which I'm already down 1, so need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a lot of people to thank, and I'm glad that I finally got that one out of the way so we can do some more winning this year. Hope.
Keep moving forward on that. No, I mean, the way you guys had that car Saturday night, I couldn't see why you couldn't be in contention this coming weekend again. So, no,
Yeah,
thanks for taking some time tonight to come on with us, and go ahead and say what you were going to say.
I don't even know what I was going to say. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, so no, I appreciate you coming on tonight. And best of luck to you. Are you running Friday night, or are you just going to stick for Peoria Saturday?
We haven't really decided yet. I think we're going to try to go to Farm City, but it's still up in the air. We might just tag Peoria, and yeah, we're still waiting. Or we're going to try to get this motor this week, get the old one out, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
There's a lot of racing to go this year, so may as well take your time and get it done right, so you don't have any mess ups. So, all right, buddy. Well, thanks for coming on.
I do want to congratulate Liam Gray on his win in February. That's pretty nice.
Yes.
And Boulton on his win last week. They're both going to be great. And the community, they're going to be something good. So
they got some good teachers behind them too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so, all right, buddy. So best of luck to you this weekend. Thanks for coming on again. And we'll see you Saturday. If I don't see you Friday night, I'll see you Saturday. So, because I plan on going to Farmer Friday night. So,
sounds good. Thank you for having me on, and congrats to everybody else that won Saturday.
All right. Thank you, Deegan.
Is Bob still in it, or did he
No,
dip?
I'm already out.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, thanks. We'll see you this weekend.
All right. Yep, we'll see you.
See ya. All right, we're gonna bring on Kevin Anderson next. Kevin won the B Mod feature at Peoria Saturday night. Brand new car out this night. That was your first night in the new car.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell us about your Saturday night.
Well, it went better than expected. So got the new car out. Pretty much never set in it. I had a few laps at Spoon in it last year, and the engine went bad in it. H&H built me an engine for it, and we put it in there. And I thought, well, you know what? We're going to bring it out. We're going to test it because I want to see what it'll do and get it ready for the big race.
Yeah.
For Keith. So brought it out and had third fast time. I was like, well, that's pretty good, because first night out in the car and trying to get used to it, and turned around and we ended up winning the heat race and put me on the pole for the feature and started the feature. And we was able to, I got past about the flag stand. My foot fell off the gas pedal, not used to it. And Jake went around me, and everybody knows that Jake and Todd are very, very hard to beat at Peoria.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, man, I'm going to have to do something here. And I give it all I could give it. And I was able to get it done. I had to go through the gauntlet to get it done down there in turn 1 and 2, but we got her done.
Yeah. Yeah, that it had enough moisture down there to where it allowed you to shoot off the corner going down out of 2 down that backstretch. And you could see where you would use that and be able to shoot off like you did. And it paid off big time.
Yeah. And the car was really fast in the slick in turns 3 and 4. It was it'll go in the slick too. So that helped a ton too, because I could gain big time on him in 3 and 4, and then we'd go down the straightaway, and then when I could get him, and I thought I could get him a lap before that, and I tried, and I was like, man, there's no sense of risking and me and him getting into each other. So it's only one spot, but then the next lap he kind of bobbled down there just a little bit, and I knew if I could get him, I could get around him, and I could hug that bottom down there in 3 and 4 because it was so slick.
Yeah. And that's what I got to say about you, how you and Jake ran. You guys ran with a lot of respect towards each other. And you've been around it long enough that you've seen the respect has kind of went out the window with a lot of drivers. They just drive it in there.
Yeah.
And it was good to see you two put on a good, clean race for first. And I mean, it was great to watch.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, Jake's got a lot of money in his car. He knows I got a lot of money in my car. Same way with Todd and all the others. They all know that we got tons of money in these things, and just to go out and just to destroy someone because you're mad at them, the best thing to do is come back next week and beat them.
Yep. So, who would you like to thank for everything so far this year, Kevin?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Brian Barber with Bandit Race Cars, because if it wasn't for him, this car there's no way it would be where it's at. He helps me with every issue I have. I know he probably gets tired of talking to me all the time because I bug him all the time. But he is the best tech support I've ever seen anybody in the business have. So, I mean, he'll call me when I'm racing if he sees that I'm on TV and tell me to change something, or if I shoot him a text message, he's trying to run his own racing program. He'll text me back same night he's racing. It's pretty cool. So I'd like to thank him. And then I'd like to thank, got some new sponsors, Stein Seed. I'd like to thank D&T Construction, Lackey and Sons, Jay's Auto Salvage, Scott Butler's Auto Repair, Whitetail Properties with Jason Enders, Diamond Ag, Boyer's Truck and Trailer Repair. I got Robert's Tire, Gibber Electric, Conley Concrete and Construction. Of course, Spoonie's Bar and Grill. Stop in for a tenderloin. Chuck Wagon Food Service, Weir's Machine, Ennis Farms, Hopkins Farms, Advanced Plumbing and Mechanical. H&H is on board with me this year. H&H Machine. They're the ones that built the engine. We got Raiders Welding and Repair, and then Roth Trucking out of Burlington, Iowa. And then, of course, my brother and cousin and everybody that helps me.
He just brought up Spoonies. If you guys ain't been there for that tenderloin, you guys need to get over there and try it, because that's one of the best tenderloins around. It's well worth the drive from Peoria over to London Mills to grab it. I've been there quite a few times to have it, and I'll go every time when I'm looking for a good tenderloin. So so
we sell a lot of them. I get tired of them, I can tell you that. Because I'm the one that cuts them all.
Yeah. We had the family restaurant here in Peoria Heights for a long time. My grandparents owned the Penguin Tap over here for many years, and Grandma ended up selling it back in 2011. And I know the hours it goes to do one of those restaurants there. It's a lot, and you guys have been kicking butt at it. And like the tenderloins, I mean, people hear about your tenderloins in Iowa, and I see there's Iowa people that come over and eat the tenderloin too. So appreciate you, Kevin. Last year I kept trying to get you to come over here a little more, and this year you've supported us the last 3 nights, and
plan on supporting you the rest of the year. As long as everything goes smooth and good, we'll be good to go.
Yep. So thank you again, Kevin, and thanks for coming on tonight. And best luck to you.
Thanks to all the other winners too.
Yep. So, all right, sir. We'll see you this weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. There we go. And now we are up to our UMP Hornet winner, who he needed this one.
I did.
Some bad luck, and it paid off Saturday night. Kenny, you drove a hell of a race Saturday night. You had one, I think, a couple weeks ago. You should have had one too, and you had something break on you.
That was a couple weeks ago. I did a rookie mistake and jumped the start. You guys did a good job calling it back.
That was my brother, but you did go ahead of that. You went ahead of the start zone pretty good, but he said it. And, but no, you came back, and I mean, even that night it was fast. You were fast that night. I mean, I think Austin Traver won that night, I think, and he's stepped it up quite a bit this year already. He's got a heck of a car going for him, but
yeah, him and Jordan are always fast.
Yeah. Go ahead and talk about your Saturday night, though.
Overall, it went good. Heat race, won it. Feature, use the character word my wife hates. 1 and 2 had a lot of character. I actually liked it. I put my driver's side tires in it, and it just slinged me around the corner. And then I think we got out to a pretty good lead there at the end and wrapped it up.
Yeah, you had a good lead there at the end. A little over a second lead, I think, is what my race pass said. And no, I think you guys might have had 1 or 2 cautions in the Hornet class that night, but other than that, you guys have good racing. And people are always asking why we run the Hornets last. I ran you guys 3rd in your heat races because I for sure thought we were going to have a B main because we've been averaging over 20 cars a night in the Hornet, so I thought you guys were going to have a B main. But the Hornet class usually runs last because we also run later in the night than what we did this past Saturday. So if we ever hit curfew, your guys' cars won't get us in trouble. So the late models and modifieds, they'll get us in trouble, but you guys won't. So that's why you guys run later in the night. But even with, I mean, I think the heat races were good. The feature was pretty dang good. There was a lot of racing throughout the field in the Hornet class Saturday night. And I just wish more people would stick around because you guys do put on one of the best races throughout the night if people would stick around and watch it. People just think these are the same deal of Hornets as it was 20 years ago, but I don't even know if we should call you guys Hornets anymore because I legit think you guys are building race cars now.
Exactly. It's way different. Back when my dad raced Hornets back in, I think it was 2002, and basically his first Hornet he drove home from work as his work car, and we brought it home, and we gutted it, put a single loop roll cage in it, left the windshield in it, went racing the next day. Now we tear apart the suspension, motor, build our own cage. There's pretty much not anything on it I don't touch.
No, there's not. I mean, it's not it's not the let's take the windshield out and the headlights out and take it to the racetrack and duct tape a number on it, then put all that stuff back on and drive home. Because I've seen people do that back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Drove cars to the racetrack, took the headlights out, took the windshield out, put it back in at the end of the night and left.
Yep. That's what I went to an enduro a couple of years ago in Farley, Iowa, and took my race car there, and there was a guy there at the gas station. We were getting fuel, and he drove his enduro car to the gas station before headed to the track.
I mean, and even like I've been talking with Kankakee a lot, and I think all of us racetracks do need to get together and get a set of rules together. But Kankakee's got a weight rule now where you guys got to weigh 2,400 pounds, and they actually do weigh you guys across the scales.
He always had that.
So,
yep. Yeah, I see it coming eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. There's been a set of rules out since 2018 for the Hornets, and all the different all the tracks are running different rules. I think everybody just needs to come together and just give you guys one base set of rules, and every racetrack run the same thing.
Yep. I've always been hoping for like a mini point series between several tracks around here.
Yeah, and there's no reason why there couldn't be, because I mean, I know Farmer City don't race you guys anymore, and I don't even think Lincoln does, do they? They don't run.
They do the one big Hornet Challenge down there.
Yeah, so I think Friday nights all you really got is Kankakee.
Yep.
Saturday you got us, Spoon or Macon, Charleston. But even though Charleston's 2 hours away from us, I think we should still be on the same rules page as they are, you know?
Yep.
And there's so much that I think could be done with the Hornets, but it needs to be all the racetracks get together. Yeah, Scooter does. The rules suck. Yeah. But see, I need Scooter to make me up some rules for some. We need an old school Leaf Spring class is what we need. I need Scooter to come up with a class for modifieds with just Leaf Springs Fast Boy cars. That's what I need. No, but now who do you want to thank for this year, Kenny?
I want to thank my dad. Without him, I wouldn't be able to do it. My wife, my kids, and then Rick Haley, my father-in-law. He helps me out quite a bit as well. And also Keith Johnston. Without him, none of this would be possible. I would have probably gave it up years ago.
I didn't even know Keith is still involved.
Yep. He still helps me out quite a bit.
Does Dallas help out any still, or?
I haven't seen him for a while.
Okay. So, yeah, I remember Keith coming to Keystone and buying body parts every year to get your guys' new body parts for cars. Yep. So I'm pretty sure he probably still buys stuff from my brother over there. But
I'm sure.
Yeah. I thought I saw – now, Brittany, I know you're sitting there listening. Is your dad planning on getting into a car? Because I heard rumors he was going to be in a B-mod or something this year.
Not that I'm aware of.
He still has a modified.
Okay. I was hearing rumors about it, and I was like, I'll ask Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany actually ran it during Old Timers Day.
There you go.
It was pretty slow out there.
Oh, I would imagine.
From my knowledge, the next plan is to get Savannah in a kid mod.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, here in a couple of years, I'm hoping to get her in a kid mod, and that's probably when I'll step back.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had just heard rumors about it, and I kept forgetting to ask her at the racetrack, and I was like, I know she's listening, right? Because I could hear her in the background a little bit. So I was like, I'm going to ask her right now. So, Sherry Haley's even on here. So. She said no. No, as much as I'd like to see that 1H back out there, because back in the day, I loved watching the races with him and Brent Pryor and Randy Maring. What was that? Probably 97, 98, somewhere around there. Them guys put on good races every single Saturday night, and it was fun to watch. I think Rick ended up winning the point championship one of those years.
I thought he was a couple points short, and Billy Tuckwell got it. Okay,
I knew it was 1 year they were very, very close. I didn't know if Rick got it but it was very close.
Year Billy got it.
Okay, then yeah, Rick would have got second, but it was good racing back then with those guys. I mean, so. All right, Kenny. Well, are you planning on heading over here for the 1400 to win show Saturday?
Yep, I'll be there this weekend and just dropped my new motor in my other car, the new one I built. So I'll probably go to Spoon the following week.
Yeah.
For their 1,000 to win coming up.
Yeah, and then it's about time for you to go camping too. So.
Yep. Yep.
So
That's what we just got back from Branson last week. That's why I wasn't there last Saturday.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. We got the weekend coming off here soon anyway for Memorial Day weekend, and then we come back with a sprint car special. So it'll be good to have a weekend off here soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for coming on tonight, and congrats on the win, and best of luck to you Saturday night for the 1400 to win.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Right. We'll see you later.
See ya.
See you. All right, guys. That was Bob Gardner, Deegan Dozard, Kevin Anderson, and Kenny Butterfield. Again, this Saturday is the Mental Health Awareness Night. 1,400 to win in every single class. That's the UMP late models, UMP modifieds, the B mods, UMP street stocks, UMP Hornets, and then we got the kid mods who are going to be sponsored by McKenrick Creations. So they will run for $100 to win. But pit gates will open at 3:30, grandstands at 4:30, draw closes at 5, drivers meeting at 5:15, and hot laps for the late models will hit the racetrack at 5:30. Grandstands this weekend will be $18, and pit passes will be $40 for this weekend. Kids 10 and under for the pits will be $20, and kids for the grandstands 10 and under will be free. Yes, Ryan Spinelli, his car will be on display with the you can buy cancer ribbons and sign his car. That'll go to help towards that that awareness also. So hope to see everybody out this Saturday for Mental Health Awareness Night. Again, good luck to all the drivers, and hope to see you all then.